Hey guys, welcome back to Toyota Tacoma. In today's video, we're going to go over our Toyota Tacoma. We'll give you guys a full in-depth review of what it's like to tow with this vehicle. And stay tuned till the end of this video to see if this quarter-ton truck can pull an Airstream. Welcome to Toyota Tacoma. If you're new here, I'm Kim and this is Evan, and we are first-time RVers living in a big city. Have you ever considered getting into the RV lifestyle and don't know where to start? Well, you came to the right place, because for the past year, we've proven that you don't need several years of experience or even the space to get started RVing. We post content every Sunday to share stories, advice, and tips to help you get on the road and have a few laughs along the way. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so we can make Tilly and Tacoma the best first-time RVer community on YouTube.
Alright guys, I'm going to be giving you the bigger tour of our 2022 Toyota Tacoma. We have been towing with the Tacoma for the last year. We tow our Airstream Basecamp, the 20-footer. Our trailer weighs about 4,500 pounds. The max towing capacity on this truck is about 6,800 pounds. So we still feel like we have a lot of room. Nothing too extreme, but we'll go into that a little bit later. But we chose this truck just because we wanted a little smaller truck. We didn't want something too big. So this is a quarter-ton truck. I know we both received a lot of pushback saying that a quarter-ton truck probably wouldn't be able to tow a lot, but we've had no problems with this truck. It's towed the Basecamp completely fine. We haven't really made a ton of modifications in the inside of the cabin of the Tacoma, but we did add some new LED lights to the mirrors on both sides. The ones that the Tacoma came with, they weren't great at all. They barely put off any light. These ones that we added ourselves from a shop online, and it was super cheap to replace all of them. There's so much light that these put off, especially when it's dark, that I mean you can almost see them from the outside. So we're super happy that we added new lights to everything. That was less than $50 for the entire truck. Another thing that we added onto the truck was we just replaced the cloth mats with WeatherTech mats. These came from Costco. I think they were about like 30 bucks. Totally worth it, just because usually we are off-road in the truck and we're either getting nasty rain inside, and as you can see, they are working. They're pretty dirty right now, but it definitely helps keep the carpet clean and off of the interior of the cabin. A lot of people told us, do not buy a quarter-ton truck, including my father. They said, oh, it's just not powerful enough to tow anything, like you're gonna be at your max payload. And we've had zero problems towing with the Tacoma. The engine is great, it's a V6. Anytime we're towing with the Airstream, we're getting about 12 miles per gallon, which seems about standard for most trucks this size, towing something as heavy as the Basecamp. Something that we do run into and that we definitely keep in mind is that our payload is about 1,100 pounds for the Toyota Tacoma, which in theory is cutting it pretty close if you add in 2 passengers, anything in the tailgate, and then plus the tongue weight of the Basecamp, which is about a little over 500 pounds. So we're right at about 800 to 900 with everything added, but it's just me, and it's just me and my husband, and maybe sometimes the dog, so we're not ever really going over that max payload, and if we ever did, we wouldn't tow. We were really scared to tow. It was one of our first trips to a national park here in Texas. We went to Big Bend, and we actually stayed in Chisos Mountains in the campground. I don't know what the actual elevation climb is, but I mean, it felt like we were at this at some times. That was the scariest part of taking the Basecamp to the national park in Big Bend, was the mountain, and the truck handled it completely fine. We never felt the Basecamp drift. We didn't have to use ECT power. If you're new to Toyota Tacomas, ECT power just gives you a little boost to climb up hills or whatnot. We never had to use that. I never felt like the truck or the Basecamp was slipping, and all in all, we had no problems. The transmission didn't overheat. We never went hot. Whenever we have our camping gear loaded down, we have the dog, and we have the Basecamp hitched up, and we're taking a trip, we get about 10 to 12 miles per gallon, which seems about average for a truck this size and the payload that we're putting it through. So yeah, we haven't had any major issues with that. We usually stay about 60-65 miles per hour, and in Texas, that is pretty slow, so it does get a little scary. We've driven 70-75. It just seems that it sucks so much gas down. It's not worth going 5 to 10 more miles per hour. So we usually keep it below 65 on cruise, and everything feels fine. And I just wanted to give you a quick review of how the Red Arc trailer brake controller works. It's not going to be completely accurate because we don't have the trailer hooked up. The knob is right here. It goes from like 0 to I believe 9. You twist it to the right and your brakes become much touchier. You twist it to the left and that's less of a brake assist. We also have electric brakes on the Airstream trailer. So there's brakes. When I brake here, the Airstream Basecamp also brakes. So we like to usually keep it around here, like 4 to 5 right in the middle. So when I hit my Toyota Tacoma brakes, the Airstream brakes, there's maybe like a 2 second delay, and that way it's not a complete halt whenever you get to a red light. Just play with it. You will know what is your comfort level. I know me and my husband's are completely different. So I like to have a little more engaged brake on the Airstream. He likes to have it a little more looser. So, but yeah, let us know if you have any questions about installing the red arc inside of a Toyota Tacoma. We're newbies. We actually installed it on night 1 of getting this truck. It was a little scary. We just ripped all this off, and you rip this off. When I say rip, it's literally plastic. It pops off and it shows all the mechanics, and it looks like you killed I don't know his name. RDD2? It's super easy, and then you put it back on and you have trailer brakes for under 200 bucks.
We're gonna go over some of the exterior features that we have on the Toyota Tacoma. As you can see over here, we got some nice large off-road tires with good suspension. It helps to go over some of the trickier terrain that we can encounter. Over here in the front, the underside, we have a skid plate down here, and that's going to help to make sure that the underbelly of the truck remains protected when we go over scary terrain, rocky terrain that may damage the underside. The truck has these really cool LED lights. They're not turned on right now, but help to navigate as we go through our journey and tow the trailer on our adventures. We'll move towards the back now. Our Toyota Tacoma has a 5-foot bed, large enough bed. We store our tote, which has a lot of our stuff for the truck, for the trailer that can get wet. Inside this bed, we have these tracks over here with some cleats that help to keep our cargo secure. We have a cargo net that's inside the truck right now that help to secure all of our gear. And we've got some D-rings in here. We have a 12-volt AC plug where we can plug in a generator. We can use that, and it can help charge some of our portable devices. To the left of that, we have a little storage compartment, which is like a wet box. You can store little things out here as well. You have the 7-pin connector, which is how we connect our Airstream Basecamp to the truck. It has a secure connection right in there. And then down here, we have the hitch receiver. This is where we put our hitch, and we have places where we put our chains and lock them and cross them on opposite side. And down here, you can see we have the spare tire. If we ever need to change one of our tires, we can do so.
Okay, so what do we think about the Toyota Tacoma? It's primarily Kim's daily truck vehicle. So like, what do you feel about the Toyota Tacoma?
Definitely recommend buying a Toyota Tacoma. For how small it is, it's very mighty. It's very strong, it's speedy, and to be able to tow the Airstream Basecamp, a 20-footer, with relative ease says a lot about the truck. Its size really helps to, especially in the way we live here in the city, the way we can maneuver the Airstream around. You can jump curbs. It's not compact.
I think it's compact in terms of like big trucks. Like,
right.
Granted, we are in Texas, but we didn't want a big old truck. Like we both came from pretty smaller cars and mid-size SUVs.
Right.
So I feel like the Tacoma just fit what we needed at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't need a big Super Duty King Ranch Ford. We just don't, because we live in the city.
Right.
And we have never owned a truck before. So, I mean, it's definitely been a really great starter truck. And I don't really feel the need to go bigger unless we need a bigger engine to tow something bigger.
Right.
And at this point, we're keeping the Basecamp forever. So I don't think that's going to be happening. So, yeah.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. We have a ton more content to show you guys. We know a lot of viewers and a lot of you guys out there tow the Airstream Basecamp with a Toyota Tacoma. Give us your experiences and how you've towed the Airstream Basecamp with your Toyota Tacoma. If not, give us information about what you guys use as a tow vehicle. What's your experience like?
If you're new to the channel, if you see this little mutt right here, this is Honey. She's our miniature golden doodle, and we featured her in some videos, but I don't think we've ever formally introduced the viewers to Honey. So this is Honey. She's a mess, and stay tuned and you'll see more of Honey, us, and our adventures. Bye. No, I don't like that.